What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Pokemon Legends Arceus. In the last episode, we continue to knock out request after request. We're going to be mostly doing that today, but we're actually going to be venturing out of Jubilife Village quite a bit today. I've got a list of things that we still need to take care of. Let's head on into our requests list for a moment and just kind of look over at all these. I'm just kind of going past them really quickly because there's not really a whole lot you need to know about those right off the bat. We actually are going to be going out and visiting all of the major areas once again, except for, I believe, we do not have to go back to the Obsidian Field lands again. We're going to actually start today by heading off to the Crimson Mire lands. I'm going to go straight on over to the Mirelands camp, although actually, maybe I should have gone to the Bogbound camp now that I think about it. That's okay, though. I can instantly remedy the situation if I need to. But I guess first things first, before I do anything else, I am actually going to head on up towards Cloudpool Ridge. This is going to be the first of the two things that I want to get done here. Or I guess three things I want to get done here in the Mirelands. This request, if you take a look at this missions and request right here, is a beautiful rose to show Barrow the completed Pokedex entry for Roselia. Now, our Pokedex entry is actually sort of close. It is, I believe, sitting at level 8. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my Mothim up here, and I'm going to go and battle a couple of Roselia, just very, very quickly, and that should be more than enough to complete the Pokedex entry. And they tend to hang out up here in Cloudpool Ridge. So let me get on Weird Ear here. Let's see if we can track. Actually, there is one right there, so no freaking need. So I got my Mothim. My Mothim's got psychic moves. All we just need to do is knock a couple of these out, and we're done. Very, very simple. So let's use Confusion. Right off the bat, should be more than enough. So a couple things I want to talk about that I've done between episodes. First of those is I did catch a couple of Pokemon that were necessary for some of the things that we are currently working on. Top of that, I actually emptied out I shouldn't say emptied, but cleaned out my pasture quite a bit. Basically, if it's not a member of our team, it's not a legendary, it's not some unique or super special Pokemon, and it's not an alpha, or an unknown, which I guess that falls under the super special category. If it's none of those things, then I released it. Got myself a whole ton of grit dust and whatnot, and I know I need to go back to the Mirelands camp. I will. Got myself a whole ton of grit dust, grit gravel, grit rocks, grit pebbles, all that good stuff, and basically just... I'm actually going to, I'm going to set Cotton Sedge Prairie. Yeah, there we go. Basically just cleaned it all out so that we would have a bunch of stuff that I can put into my Pokemon to make them a little bit stronger, because we are going to be doing some battling here in the relatively near future. Request that I've actually never done. I've never done the Daybreak specific requests. Just I never actually had the time to do them, never sat down and did them, so we're going to be doing them for the first time together here in this playthrough, although it's not going to be in this episode, but a little later on. So my next goal, after getting rid of that Roselia, is to catch a Petalil. Very simple, just catch a Petalil. No catch, no strings attached, nothing. We're just going to catch one and then be on our way. I do believe, okay, I want to actually avoid her, because I do not want to pick a fight here. There you are. I see you down here. Let me just kind of slide down. I'm surprised that you didn't actually care about that. If I can just hit you with an Ultra Ball, that should be more than enough. And we need to take that to somebody, I believe, in the village, but I'm not actually 100% sure. Now, the last thing that I want to do before we do anything else and go talking to people, is actually catch that Alpha Pachirisu. This is going to be something that's actually going to come in handy a little bit later, because there is a specific request tied to having a Pachirisu, but I actually need to beef this thing up a little bit, and an Alpha is a great way of kind of shortcutting that entire process so that I don't have to worry about its levels too much. Now, if you remember correctly, there is a Pachirisu all the way over here, and this is one of the only alphas I never actually went back and caught, believe it or not. It's all the way over this way in kind of in the Gape Jaw Bog, but off in this like little sequestered side area that I need to avoid the alphas as I go, for sure, as we head on over that way. But definitely want to grab this thing as fast as I can. So we want to head, is it over that? Not quite this way. No, actually it's a little, must be a little further. Hold on. Also, is that? Okay, that was just a regular world. For some reason, I thought that was an alpha. No, it's over here it is. Right in this particular area. And there's our little friend. Now, let me get my cakes at the ready. Which one are you going to like the most? That is the question. I can try a honey cake, but let's start with a grain cake here as I kind of make my way into the grain itself. Here, have that one. Hopefully you like that one. Go, Pachirisu, go. Eat it, please. Yes. Okay, so now let me get on over to my Gigaton ball, and that should do it. I believe it's going to do it. I'd be very shocked if it didn't. Cool. And there we go. Level 40, which is about the level that I need it to be at anyway. So there is all the tasks I wanted to get done here in Crimson Mirelands. Don't you worry. All of that will bear fruit here soon enough. Let's actually not fly that way. Let's go straight back on over to the Mirelands camp really quickly. And I believe we need to talk to... Is it you? I think so. Captain Zizu sent me to do all sorts of training, but I don't feel like I'm really improving at all, so I come here to train with my partner. So we can't figure out when strategy with uses Pachirisu. Her tales about you. Oh, no, this is the thing I'm thinking of. I've heard about your tales, though, and your strength in battle. Could I ask you to show me how a Pokemon like Pachirisu can truly shine in battle? I mean, I absolutely can do that, but I need to bring you my alpha one, so give me just a moment. That's not who I want to talk to, though. Do I need to go back, or is it somebody else over possibly here? Hold on a moment. Oh, no, there you are. Okay, yeah, for some reason I am blind and couldn't actually see the freaking icon over your head. Barra! All right. Is it... Oh, duh. I need to actually talk to you first and complete the Pokedex page, so let's do that really quickly. So let's see the little improvement. Is this going to actually be enough to get me to the next level? I know I'm like right on the cusp. Let's see. New observations. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Roselia is complete. And that puts us really close, but not quite there. Let's continue our excursion. Okay, now you can have the finished Pokedex page. Oh, seems you learned a thing or two about Roselia. That didn't take as long as I'd expected. Let's have a look then. What? Roselia is poisonous, but it looks so fragile and innocent. I can't believe it. Well, in any case, I was able to learn a lot about Roselia thanks to you. Please accept these little rewards from a grateful Roselia fan. And there we go. Get some grain cakes and some experience candies for our trouble. You are so welcome. Okay, next one is the search for bitter leaves. I think this one takes us back to... yeah, that one takes us back. So what we're going to do instead... So I'm going to head on over to you, Mr. Galaxy member. I want to see my Pokemon really quickly. And you can see here how I've kind of organized things a bit. So ignoring the Petalil, which I am going to drop in here, let's take this Pachirisu and we're going to swap it for Nala for a moment. You can see I've got pretty much all of the members that I've actually used or trained up in this top portion. We've got all the legendaries down in this bottom portion. And then this is pretty much all of the unique ones with the unknowns sorted, even in alphabetical order, because I just care that much. Now, we're going to take this Pachirisu and I am going to stuff it full of all of these grit thingies. And then I'm going to check its moves really quickly after I give it a bunch of this stuff. I'm going to mostly just focus on... Well, I mean, with the Gravels, I can put them into pretty much everything except for special attack. Not that it's a super necessary because, again, we're at a pretty high level. Let's go speed there as well. I'm going to actually forgo special defense because of reasons that we will talk about in a moment. And then let's take, not that stat, sorry. Oh, wait, this is a rock, not a pebble. I'm out of pebbles, duh. Okay, I think that should be enough, though. Now let me just check your moves really quickly, make sure that there's nothing I can give you. Spark should probably get the job done, I think, here. So I'm going to get rid of Thunder Wave. And then I think as far as Bite, Thunder Shock, and Quick Attack go, I'm good. So let's confirm. And let's give this a shot. All right, let's talk to Ren. Want to see you battle a single Pachirisu? No more, no other Pokemon. If you think you can show me done, I'll be waiting. Can I battle you now? Hold on a moment. Do you want to see my Pachirisu? Wait a moment. Okay, so I am dumb. Apparently, I needed to get rid of the rest of my other team members to make sure that Pachirisu was the only thing in my party. So we're going to be battling Ren's Ursaring, and I think this thing is only level 30, which isn't too bad, but that's the main reason I focused on defense and put instead of special defense, because Ursaring is almost exclusively a physical attacker. So let's do this. All right, I will start with a Spark here. Is there any way... Okay, you know what? Let's start with a Baby Doll Eyes just to get its attack down a little bit. Use that agile style. And then we should be able to get in 2 Sparks, no problem. So offensive stats are down. It's going to use Bulldoze. That's going to hurt a little bit, but I think we should be able to tank through that just fine. Now let's use a Spark here with its offensive stats down. I'm not too worried. I'm going to use a Strong Style immediately after. It's going to use another Bulldoze. Okay. Should be able to tank that, no problem. And Strong Style. Get out of here, Ursaring. Good job, little Pachi. I'm proud of you. And there it goes. Easy, easy battle. And for our troubles, well, we get a little experience, which I'm cool and all, but that's not really what I care about. What I actually care about is having the reward. Sonashine, that was really amazing. You defeated Ursaring with the Pachirisu, and your Pachirisu was so pumped and eager for battle, it looked like it was fearless. You directed Pachirisu with such a plum in battle, it was clear how well you understood it. I guess all the work you Survey Corps members put into learning about Pokemon does pay off, but we won't be outdone. We'll work hard to reach that same level of understanding. Pachi! Battle with Pachirisu is complete. We get some Grit Gravel and a Citrus Berry for our troubles. Thank you. Or I guess some Citrus Berries and some Grit Gravel for our troubles. Excuse me. All right. I want to see my Pokemon one more time. I am going to move everyone back into my party now. And we're going to put Pachirisu away. And then we're going to head back to Jubilee Village and reap the rewards of catching that Petalil that I... found while I was out here. I caught that thing for a very good reason. So we should be allowed to go back without talking to the professor, I think. Nope. Okay, apparently we did get one more observation. What is it exactly? Oh, Pachirisu and Ursaring. Okay, cool. Well, now can I go back? Thank you. All right, so now we need to turn in request number 29. And that one is going to take us over this way. So let's head on over there and get this done. Look at my gigantic Gyarados. And there's my Pachi hanging out over there in the pasture. Love all my alphas that I have now. We've got so freaking many. Almost all of the alphas. Well, I guess you can technically get an alpha of basically every Pokemon in the Pokedex, I believe. So we're supposed to be... The whole point of this was we were supposed to catch a Pokemon that has 3 leaves on it, if you remember correctly. Brought one of the 3-leaf Pokemon back for us. So let's head on in here. And Petalil, I put you in pasture 3? Yes, pasture 3. Here you go. And we will give up the Pokemon willingly. Yes, there's no mistaking these lovely leaves. This precious darling is the one we need. Now then, Petalil, my dear, would you be so kind as to share a few of your leaves with us? I mean, a few's all Petalil's got. Hello again, young lady. Did you find the plant I asked for? A Pokemon? Oh my, it seems we had discovered. Petalil here is just sharing its leaves so we can make our medicine, Shinon. No need to panic. But, huh? The medicine ingredients came from this Pokemon the whole time? You know how scared I am I have Pokemon. I'm sorry, but I just can't make this medicine anymore. This phobia of yours has gone on long enough. Pokemon scare you because you know nothing of them, yes? But your ignorance should worry you far more than the unknown, my dear. The Galaxy team even set up the survey course so we could all learn more about Pokemon. Would you have their efforts go to waste? I understand what you're saying, but I can't just get over my fear right away. Though, I guess the Survey Corps works hard out there in the wild, too, even if it's scary. Okay, I'll do my best to get over my fear. I'll start by learning more about this Pokemon and really getting to know it. Petalil is unbelievably harmless. I think you'll be fine. We get some fine remedies for our troubles and some Hopo Berries. And out we go. All right, that is 2 requests done. So now, honestly, our next stop is going to be the Cobalt Coastlands, although, I mean, we are going to go back to the Crimson Mirelands for one more thing, but that's going to be a little bit later on. I'm not going to do that immediately. Our next stop in the Cobalt Coastlands is to head off to... Oh, where is it exactly? Oh, yeah, we're supposed to track down this guy named Bosley and give him a completed Machoke Pokedex entry out there. And I think... Which camp is that, actually? I honestly don't remember. I'm going to assume the beachside camp, but we can obviously set the request once we get out there and figure out exactly where they're at. It's pretty simple. Let's go on in, and we want request number 56. Don't worry, we'll be doing request number 32 a little bit later, I promise. 56 is down that way. Okay, so yeah, this is. Oh, is this just the person that's up on the rock over by the Alpha Machoke? I think it is. Well, we should be able to return this in relatively easily just by flying on over to them with Braviary. Not too difficult. Avoiding the Staraptor while we can. There you are. Yep, right next to the Alpha Machoke. And this thing is already done, so it shouldn't be too hard. As you complete Machoke's Pokedex entry, please show me. So it likes grain, huh? And it certainly has a sturdy, powerful body. It would be a perfect addition to the construction core. Are you just leaving? Or are you getting one? Wait. Did you catch one? Apparently he did. Thanks to you, I was able to catch a Machoke. I guess I owe the Survey Corps one. It really seems to enjoy the grain cake I threw at it. I promised we'd feed it lots of grain dishes. And that seems to be enough for it to help us. You know the recent exploits of the Survey Corps? What inspired me to get help from Pokemon in the first place? Keep up the good work, you hear? And there we go, getting help from Machoke, Great Gravel, and an Ox Power Guard that I'll never use. Thank you. Okay, so our other request that we have to do out here is this one. Gone astray in the coastlands. Indeed, Wanda is lost all over again, and we need to track her down with Ursaluna. So what we're supposed to do, I believe, is we just want to hop on the guy and actually have a look around and see what we can find. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get kind of out of here a little bit, see if we can track her down, and then see where Ursaluna takes us. I just want to go somewhere where I'm not going to immediately get jumped by something. All right, let's start by using Ursaluna, and let's see what we can find out here. We obviously, I don't honestly know where the best place to start is for this, but I'm also not going to make you guys just sit there and watch me figure it out forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this an episode. A rather short episode, I know, but don't worry, we got a lot more left to do. But next episode, and you know, this very possibly could be where we're supposed to go, but in the next episode, I promise that we will, if I can find it, there it is. It's just some treasure, not actually what I'm after, but thank you. Ooh, a peat block. That's actually a pretty good pickup there, Ursaluna. Anyway, yeah, next episode, we will have tracked her down, or at least be very, very close to where she's supposed to be, and we will move on from there. So thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.